Welcome back to the Golden Bear Sports Network for Game 3 of the 21st Annual Holiday Classic. I'm Landon Bassett alongside Malanga.
How's it going?
This is going to be fun. We already did one game. Montpelier beat Hilltop.
Yeah.
Any takeaways?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. There were a lot of turnovers, a lot of jump balls. But no, it was a really hard-fought game, and I'm excited for this one. First chance to see Bryan and Fairview, who are both very strong teams. Good on both sides. So it's going to be an exciting game. I guess the biggest thing I see already is Bryan's got 11, 12, 13, 15 people on their rosters. They got 15 girls on their roster compared to Fairview's got 8. So there's definitely going to be a depth battle. Depth is definitely going to be on Bryan's side in this, but yeah, definitely.
The Bryan Lady Bears are 5-3 on the season, and the Fairview Apaches are 4-3. It has been Oberlin Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused. Back there for this on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We're getting about a minute here until tip-off. Starting lineups are sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111.
All right, so we're going to give you the lineups first by your visiting Fairview Apaches. Starting number 2, 5'4" freshman Samantha Kuhlman. Number 3, a 5'2" freshman Lavia Hull. Number 4, a 5'9" freshman Sammy Mavis. Number 10, a 5'3" freshman Addie Zedike. And number 22, a sophomore Kenna Kaufman. And for your Lady Bears, are starting for the Bears. Number 4, Amaya Langham, a 5'3" freshman. Number 10, 5'5" sophomore Gabby Mossberg. Number 20, a 5'5" freshman Piper Hanna. Number 2, a sophomore Ava Zimmerman, and number 1, junior Mackenzie Mason. That is your Oberlin, your Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication starting lineups. And we're just about ready to get the jump ball.
Yeah, for the Bears, Mackenzie Mason will be tipping off, and for the Apaches, Sammy Mavis will be tipping off. The Lady Bears win the toss for the tip. Zimmerman dribbles the ball on the dribbles right.
You can see they're trying to figure out, getting the motion going, trying to find people open, look to pass and screen away.
Pass to Hannah. Hannah drives past, kick to Mason. Mason shot, and she got fouled. She will be shooting 2. Foul is on number 4, Sammy Mavis. That was some good early drive and kick out there by the Lady Bears.
Yep, starting to find some stuff early.
The first one's up, and it is off the back of the rim. This is the Welling Construction Free Throw, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation project, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3912. The second one, it's a miss.
Yeah, Fairview did a good job of taking that fast break opportunity from that rebound and putting it down the court quickly. Yeah.
We have a jump ball, and it'll go to the Apaches. Coleman will inbound it to Zedike. Zedike drives. Pass to Hull. Hull then swings it to Coleman. Coleman top dribbles left. Passes it to Zedike. Zedike stolen away by Hannah. to Langham. Langham will dribble. Zimmerman will dribble it off the timeline. Passes it to Hannah, left. Then back up to Langham here at the top of the three-point line. Back to Mossberg. Mossberg to Zimmerman. Zimmerman with the drive. And a miss, rebounded by Mavis, and then we got a jump ball. It'll stay here with the Lady Bears.
You know, that was a good job of them to drive, get into the hole, pass it out, kick it out. Kind of familiar with what we saw with Hilltop, trying to do that little bit of a weave action.
Langham inbounds it to Mason. And she stepped out of bounds. It'll be the Apaches' ball. A little bit of early press here from the Bears. Hull will dribble it up. Nope, she'll give it back to Coleman. Coleman will dribble. Pass to Hull. Hull then to Coleman. Coleman to Mavis. Mavis to Kaufman. Kaufman then swings it to Panico. Panico to Hull. Hull is looking for someone. Timeout, Apaches. Timeouts are sponsored by Bryan Ford Lincoln, where good values mean a great deal. 30-second timeout by the Apaches, so we will stay here. Dom, what's your early thoughts here?
You know, it's a 0-0 game, but both of these teams are producing a lot on offense, and they just haven't been able to come up with one yet. I think they just need to keep doing what they've been doing, keep driving, attacking that hole. I think some of them are going to start falling soon.
The main scoreboard reads 0-0. Open when you need them. We're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday.
You know, each team has one turnover right now. Nothing too crazy, but they got to make sure we're keeping track of the ball, not losing it.
Hall will inbound it to Coleman. Coleman dribbles across, passes it back to Hall. Hall to Mavis. Mavis dribble drives off to Kaufman. Kaufman to Panico. Nearly stolen. Back to Panico. To Kaufman. Back to Hall. Then to Coleman. At the top of the dribble drives left. It's up, and it's in, and one. The blocking foul will be on, let's see. Not real sure. Do you know who the foul was on?
Number 1. So that was on Mackenzie Mason.
Mackenzie Mason, good
the
call.
Junior, yep.
First Welling Construction free throws up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Mossberg up to Langham. Langham dribbles it across the timeline, gives it to Thiel. Thiel's shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Golden Bears. Hannah is up, and it's good. That was a good rebound and shot put up by Hannah. Kuhlman will dribble the ball across the timeline, gives it back to Hall. Hall back to Kuhlman on the top of the key. Screen by Panico. And it's stolen away by Thiel. Thiel to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's layup's up, and it is good. Hall passes it to Kuhlman. Kuhlman will dribble the ball across the timeline before passing it off to Hall. That is a foul on Gabby Mossberg, her first, team second.
You know, this Lady Bears team's doing a really good job of defending right now. Not really giving them any lanes to drive. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Zedek is getting double teamed. Somehow finds Kaufman on the right. And she throws it away. It'll be the Lady Bears ball.
Another turnover for Fairview there. That's their second one already.
We got a press by the Apaches now. Mossberg dribbles it.
You know, this
trying to find someone. We got a timeout by the Lady Bears.
Good timeout there by Coach Valdez there. You know, get trapped in the corner, don't have much to do. A lot better to just get a little 30-second timeout and reset rather than turning the ball over there. So good timeout there.
30-second timeout by the Lady Bears. Timeouts are sponsored by Bryan's Ford Lincoln.
And Coach Miley's probably just letting them know, hey, slow the game down, keep playing our defense well, all right. And then she's probably also telling them, hey, this is how we got to beat the press. How are you thinking we're going to beat the press with this? It's a man press.
It's a man press. I think we need just to clear, let the ball handler or your point guard just bring it up, and then if they would run and jump or like W or whatever, then just find the open person.
Yep.
Hannah will take it out of bounds. Finds it to Thiel. Thiel passes it, or attempts to, and it's stolen by Dietsch to Kaufman for 3, and it is good. Kenna Kaufman with the 3. Mossberg passes it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman across the timeline. 3-on-2, it's up, and she got fouled. The foul is on Dietsch. That is her first, team's second. First Welling Construction free throw is up. And it is good.
And if there's one thing this Bryan team is really good at, it's making free throws all the way up from the lower JV levels all the way up to our varsity level. I feel like that's the strength that we have is our free throw shooting, and I think it's something that Coach Groshi and all of his coaches kind of pound in their heads from an early age.
Second free throw is up, and it is also good. The main stop scoreboard reads Bryan 6, Fairview 5. Dietsch passes it to Panico. Panico will dribble it. Will just dribble it herself. Passes it to Hall. Hall's shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by the Apaches, and another shot by Panico is no good. Passed out to Hall. Hall's shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by the Lady Bears. Langham brings the ball across the timeline. Dribbles it, passes it to Struble. Struble's shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Kaufman. Kaufman dribbles the ball before finding Hall. Hall's shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Dietsch. Dietsch to Kaufman. Kaufman's shot is up, and it is no good. Once again, rebounded by the Apaches. Swings it to Kaufman.
Fairview's doing a really good job of getting their own rebounds now. Bryan needs to let box out just a little bit better because this is 3 rebounds this drive already for him.
Passes to Panico on the left. Back up top to Kaufman. Kaufman picks it up, passes it to Hall on the right side, dribbles left, passes it to Panico. Panico back to Kaufman. Dribbles left, passes it to Mavis. Back to Kaufman. Dribble drive, passes out to Dietsch. Dietsch weaves her way through, and it is up, and it is good.
It's the first 2 for Dietsch. She's been trying to find him for a while. She finally gets first one to fall.
It's a good old dribble drive there, layup. Zimmerman passes it to Mason. Mason to Struble in the corner. Back to Langham for 3. And it falls off the front of the iron. Rebound by Panico. Panico to Dietsch. Back to Panico as she brings it across the timeline. Passes it to Hall. Back to Dietsch. Dietsch dribble drives. Looks to be, and it's a jump ball. Just stay here with the Apaches.
You can see this Lady Bears team is just as soon as they start driving the hole, there's 2 or 3 girls right on them. It's good defense, but it could also open up something for Fairview if they look for a pass, if they can find it, that is. It's hard to see when there's 3 Lady Bears just right on top of you.
Quickly into Dietsch. Dietsch in the corner has it, dribbles. Passes it to Panico. Panico to Mavis. Mavis' shot is up, and it's no good. It is tipped, so it'll stay here. Retcher, who just checked in, will take the ball out of bounds. Passes it to Kaufman. Kaufman passes it back to Retcher, up and no good. Rebounded by Vollmer. Vollmer's pass to Hannah. Hannah slows it down, gives it to Mossberg. Mossberg's shot is up, and it is good, and one with the foul.
And that was just great job by Gabby Mossberg to drive through that contact and make the and one. Now let's hope she can make it a three-point play and put this free throw in.
The foul is on Kenna Kaufman, her first. Subbing in for the Apaches is number 13, Brooke Woods. Mossberg's free throw is up, and it is no good off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Mavis. Mavis, or Zedike rather, will bring it up the court. 15 seconds here left in the game, or the quarter.
Another turnover by Fairview. That's 3 this quarter, so having a little bit of trouble keeping a hold of the ball. This Lady Bears defense is a lot of pressure for them.
Mossberg will take it out, give it to Langham. Langham will dribble it across the timeline.
Good little spin move there.
Yeah, to Hannah for 3. It is no good. Rebound by Mossberg at the buzzer. No good. The main stop scoreboard reads Bryan 8, Fairview 7. We'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory since 1922. We've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Landon Bassett alongside Don Malanga.
Let's just get a real quick recap of the first quarter. Lady Bears shot 3 for 6 from 2 and 0 for 3 from 3 for the first quarter and had 2 turnovers, but they were able to make 2 of 5 of their free throws. Over here on the other side, Fairview was able to go 1 for 2 for 3-pointers and 2 for 8 on their 2-pointers. So they're definitely getting more 2-point shots, but they have not been able to get them to fall as much as they probably have wanted to.
Emmy Miller has checked into the game for the Bears. She'll pass it into Langham. Langham will start the offense to Zimmerman.
You know, Zimmerman's somebody you see sometimes getting some varsity minutes, so this must be one of those circumstances where she'll get either 3 or 4 quarters with JV today.
Langham traveled here, so it'll be the Apaches' ball.
That was good defense by Fairview there to tie her up and she was trying to rip the ball out, and she just ended up moving both of her feet. So good job there by Fairview.
Zedike will bring it up for the Apaches.
You can see Zimmerman's trying to force her to use her left hand, completely taking away her right side.
Her pass to Retcher, up no good, grabs her own rebound. Loose ball to Coleman, but it was an over and back.
Man, I gotta say, Fairview is getting so many offensive rebounds right now. I don't know if there's an adjustment that needs to be made. I mean, they look to be just a little bit bigger than Bryan, but I don't think it should make that big of a difference of why right now they're dominating offensive boards.
Vollmer has it at the elbow, pass to Mossberg, back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman at the top of the key, excuse me. Picks up her dribble, finds Langham. Langham's up and no good. 50-50 ball, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession area, Apaches. Hennico passes it into Coleman. Coleman dribbles it up, passes it to Zedike. Zedike is getting trapped. Passes it to herself almost.
Yeah, I mean, got a hand on that, but she was able to get the ball back.
We got a foul.
I think that was on
Lady
Miley Vollmer. Nope, they're going to give it to Gabby Mossberg.
That's her second. Team's first of the quarter.
And I don't know if you're new to this rule. We were talking about it last game, but now it's only 5 fouls in a quarter for bonus, so that's a new rule that these girls and the refs have to get used to. So that might be an interesting thing you see.
Retcher for 2, and it is up and in good. Off the left block. They take the 9-8 lead on the main stop scoreboard.
It's going to be a very back and forth game. You can already tell. I mean, it's going to go shot for shot. Just going to go to who can play better defense and who can out-rebound, it looks like.
Hannah to Zimmerman.
Dietsch gets a hand on it but can't stay with it.
Zimmerman dribble drives, pass to Langham. Langham off her foot, turns it over to the Apaches. Panico pass to Dietsch. Dietsch to Kuhlman. Pass to Panico. Kuhlman takes the ball, passes it on the left to Mavis. Looking down low, it is turned over into the hands of Langham. Langham will dribble the ball up, passes it to Vollmer. Vollmer thought about it.
Laced it up from a little bit further than the block.
Doesn't matter if it's pretty or not.
Yeah, I thought she was about to take that shot from the 3, but it looks like a better option for her.
Retcher up, and she got fouled. She'll go to the Welling Construction free throw line.
Just take a moment to go back to that play there with Vollmer, right? Wide open shot in the 3, waits for it, takes a pump fake, and gets her person guarding her and able to get a layup there. That's great basketball.
Emmy Miller with the foul for the Lady Bears. First one's up, and it is no good.
There's a lot of players on this Lady Bear team right now scoring. Not one player has all the points. That's a really good thing to have.
Rutgers' second is up, and it is in and out. Rebound by Miller. Miller to Langham. Langham dribbles it across the timeline. Off to the left, passes it to Hannah. Hannah to Thiel on the corner. Thiel's pass to Zimmerman. Zimmerman with the spin move. And it looks like the Apaches got a hand on it, but Zimmerman ended up hitting it out last, so it'll be Fairview's ball.
And Kuhlman and Mason sub in back for the Lady Bears, 2 of their starters. So, oh, sorry, 1 for the Lady Bears, 1 for the Apaches.
Kuhlman will give it to Panico. Panico dribbles it across before getting doubles, passes it to Kuhlman. Kuhlman's looking for a teammate, and it is an over the back. Great pressure by the Lady Bears.
Yeah, Lady Bears are doing a great job. You can see Mackenzie Mason going all the way up the court with Kuhlman and then getting a trap in the corner and then forcing her to step out when she made the pass down the middle. So that was a great job defending.
We're speeding up the Apaches for sure.
Yep.
Zimmerman's pass to Langham. Langham to Thiel at the top. Back to Zimmerman on the right wing. She dribbles it to the middle to Hannah on the left. Hannah drives. Left-handed layup is up and is no good. Rebounded by Thiel. Thiel's almost trapped in the corner. Somehow saves it by Hannah to Zimmerman. Back to Langham with the drive. The floater is up and it is no good. Rebounded by Fairview. Up the court goes Kuhlman. Her layup's up and it is no good, but she was fouled. So she will go to the Welling Construction free throw line.
Zimmerman tried her best there to keep both of her hands up, but she had a little bit of angle to it and hit her in the arm, and now she's shooting 2.
Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial works. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3912.
As she misses the first shot, so she's on for the second one.
Kuhlman's second is up, and it is off the back iron.
Rattled around a little bit. Couldn't fall, though.
Kelsey Thiel off of her hand, so it'll stay here. Mavis will take the ball out of bounds.
Looks like the Bears might be playing a bit of a zone here.
Yeah, it almost looks like a 3-2. Turns it over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman trapped in the corner will give it to Hannah. Hannah back to Zimmerman. Across the timeline to Hannah on the Left to Theo up top. Back to Zimmerman.
Good defensive pressure here by Fairview, making Bryan work a little bit.
Strubl's drive is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Fairview. Coleman dribbles it across the timeline, but before slowing things down, pass to Hall.
That's good. I think that's something that Fairview's coach is trying to say. Like, obviously, you want to play good transition offense, but you also want to slow the game down, don't make stupid turnovers.
Nearly a steal by Mason. Coleman has it at the top, but it throws it away to Mason.
Mason does a good job there of holding the ball up. She didn't have a good shot.
Yeah, nothing was there. The three by Hannah, and she missed it, and it'll go to the Apaches. Yeah, when you don't have the numbers, no reason to force a shot. Just bring it out, start your offense. So good decision there by Mason. Excuse me. Passes it to Panico in the corner. Nearly stolen by Zimmerman, and it'll be an over the back.
And the Fairview fans behind us are not happy about that. They said Ava Zimmerman got a hand on it.
It looked like she tipped it, but the ref said over and back, so it must have been.
Yep.
Langham will take it out. I'd like to see the Lady Bears get a better shot. Kind of contested floaters.
Yeah, they definitely have an ability to get a better shot here. But they're playing. Both these teams are playing very gritty, tough defense. So it's going to be points are going to be hard to come by in this game. I can tell.
Zimmerman up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Fairview, and it'll end up with a jump ball staying here.
Yeah, the Lady Bears have only made one of their 5 shots this quarter, so definitely defense has been the story of this game, as you can tell by the 10-9 score on the main stop scoreboard.
Langham passes it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman shot up, no good, but she got fouled. She will go to the line shooting 2. Foul is on number 3. Hall, sorry.
Yeah, so this is Ava's 4th time in the line, I think, this game. 3rd or 4th.
You always love to see a good old drive, get to the free throw line while that clock stopped. First one's up, and it is good.
So that's 5 now for Zimmerman, as she leads the Lady Bears in points.
The second one is on its way, and it is nothing but net.
Yeah, she struggled starting off, but starting to get in their groove free throw wise.
Sub for the Lady Bears, we have Claire Struble in for Ava Zimmerman.
44.6 seconds. It'll be interesting to see what Fairview wants to do here. I mean, they've been trying to play fast all game, but with how the defense has been, they might just try to look for the last shot, but they got to get over the timeline first here.
Good trap there. Fairview comes away with it, and they got a timeout by Fairview.
There was a big scramble there, and Coach Valdez.
Loose ball.
Yeah, Coach Valdez was confused on who had possession of it, but Fairview ended up having possession. They got a good timeout call off. That was a great call by their coach.
30-second timeout by Fairview, so we will stay here. Dom, I know it's almost the end of the first half. What's some early thoughts, I guess?
I got to say, this is a great defensive game. We've had a lot of shots, but there's only been 2 shots this quarter made. Not in the free throw line. So definitely defense is what is keeping this game as low scoring as it is. It'll be interesting to see how these teams try to change up some of the things. I think these girls are running the Lady Bears are running a press, so we'll see if Fairview, or not a press, sorry, a zone. So it'll be interesting to see if Fairview. No, it looks like they're running man now.
They were in zone the last possession.
Yeah.
I'll give you props there. Panico looking for someone. Ends up finding Pullman. Pullman gets doubled.
Lady Bears are doing a great job at doubling here. I think it's really making the Apaches struggle.
20 seconds left on the main stop scoreboard.
Definitely looks like they were going to be trying to get the last shot now. So we got to travel, so never
mind.
Double dribble, yep. Double dribble there by the Apaches. So now the Lady Bears have 15.2 seconds left to try to extend this lead before half.
Now we got a little pressure by the Apaches.
Yep.
Hannah passes it to Zimmerman.
Can't make anything easy on these girls last 10 seconds.
Zimmerman passes it to Langham. Langham drives, Kicks to Mason. Mason's 3 is up, and she got fouled.
And
She will shoot 2. It was on the line.
2 is what they say. And I was going to say, you can't really foul a jump shooter. I know it's a rule. I'm sure you've heard that countless times in your day.
Yep, you can't shoot, especially a 3 and this late in the clock. Mason's first Welling Construction free throw is up, and it is good.
That's her first point of the game. See if she can put the second one in.
Second is up, and it is good. Quickly into Zedike. Zedike double
dribble. So the Apaches lose the ball with 4 seconds. Now the Lady Bears have a chance to extend their lead even more.
Some 2 costly double dribbles here in the closing times.
Yeah, 2 definitely turnovers have been a struggle this game, and that is another one they are going to not want to have. 3 seconds.
Langham's shot is up from near the half court. Oh.
You almost think she could have had another dribble, but
almost. She almost had time. That is the end of the first half. The main stop scoreboard reads Bryan 14, Fairview 9. We will be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Welcome back to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Let's recap the first half of action.
So yeah, a very good defensive game. I know I've been saying that all night, but it really has been. Bryan has been doing a great job of putting the pressure on the Apaches, trapping the girls in the corners, not really giving them room to breathe. It's the same thing for the Apaches. They've been playing really gritty defense and not really been letting them do much. Let's kind of look at the scoring summary here. For your Lady Bears, Ava Zimmerman is leading them with 6 points, followed by 3 of the girls all have 2. That's Gabby Mossberg, Piper Hanna, Miley Vollmer, and Mackenzie Mason. For the visiting Fairview Apaches, Kenna Kaufman leads the team with 3, Marissa Retcher with 2, Addie Zedike with 2, and Samantha Kuhlman with 2. Another thing to kind of look at is the Lady Bears are getting way out rebounded on the offensive boards. The Lady Bears have 1 offensive rebound to Fairview's 5, right? So that's another thing you can look at is, you know, they're working really hard to get their offensive boards, but they have not been able to make their shots fall. I mean, looking at Fairview, they have shot 3 for 11 from the 2. So, I mean, it's hard when you get all those offensive rebounds. You got to put some of those points back. And they only attempted 2 3-pointers during the first half. The Lady Bears were 4 for 11 from the 2 and 0 for 5 from the 3. So, again, that's something that they might be having a little bit of a struggle with. And the Apaches only made 1 of their 6 free throws, which is another struggle for them. Lady Bears have made 6 of 9, so that's where they kind of have gotten ahead on that. One other thing to look at is Fairview has had 10 turnovers compared to Bryan's 4. Like I said, I mean, it was really gritty defense by both teams. Bryan's defense is forcing them to turn the ball over more. Fairview's defense is forcing them to kind of take not as great shots. So those are my stats. Landon, what do you got?
I think a key to the second half for the Lady Bears is minimizing the second chance opportunities. I mean, it's easier if you have more looks to score, right? So we're giving them a lot of second, even sometimes third opportunities with the offensive rebounds. So we just need to clean that up a little bit, put a body on them, grab some more rebounds.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like you said, I mean, boxing out, that's I feel like that's the first thing I was ever taught when I played basketball was to box out, box out, box out. It was drilled into my head, and maybe do a little bit better job of that, be a little bit stronger, a little bit more physical. So that's I think that's something that definitely could be worked on.
And for the Apaches, I would just say 10 turnovers in the half is kind of a lot, especially if you're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, stuff like that. So just try to minimize them.
Yeah, definitely might be something with this kind of zone they're running, right, Landon? They're running, you say 3-2 zone? 3-2s?
Yeah, for a couple possessions. It was like, it's hard to tell because after the first pass, any zone is a 2-3 technically. So it's hard to see really what zone it was. I think it was a 2-3, but I'm not entirely sure. They ran a couple possessions. You do that just to throw out them all. They're running man-to-man. If they're running it the whole game, right? You're used to it. You know what you're going to run. You know how to, you just know how to beat it.
Yeah.
So throwing in the zone here and there out of timeouts, you'll see coaches do it. It just mixes things up. It gets them a good look. After a timeout, they'll call a play in the huddle, tell them what to run. So throwing in zone there eliminates that play or eliminates whatever they drew up and just, throws them for a loop.
I think one of the problems with this Fairview team is they're dribbling with their head down, trying to drive to the hole, which is good until you have 3 of the Lady Bears that are coming on you all at once, and then you don't really have much to do. So I definitely think Fairview needs to take a dribble, but also be looking up for that pass, because when all 3 of them crash on, you're going to find somebody who's going to be open, and I think they need to look for that open pass on the drive.
Absolutely. We'll be back with the second half action after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Fountain City Amphitheater provides opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project,
we just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Welcome back to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Landon Bassett alongside Dom Malanga here, getting ready for the second half of action between the Lady Bears and the Fairview Apaches, excuse me.
And we just want to give a real quick thank you to our sponsors, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Daniel Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler and Behringer, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Veteran Services of Williams County. Huge thank you to you guys. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you guys.
Wouldn't be possible without you guys.
Yeah. So just another little bit of recap on this half. 14-9 going into this game. If you're in the locker room with these coaches, what are you saying to them? Or with these players? On Fairview's side, what are you saying to them?
On Fairview's side, you got to minimize the turnovers, keep getting offensive rebounds because that's been a strength to them. And they're a little bigger than us, not much, but I would just say keep getting rebounds, keep crashing the boards. The Bears haven't really hurt them on transition points, so really crash the boards. And if you're the Lady Bears, I mean, boxing out's got to be a huge thing. I don't know quite what the rebound status was, but there was a lot of second chance points. So I would just try to minimize those. Try to get open looks. There's a lot of times with the dribble drive where you try to shoot a floater or a little force shot, which is not bad because, I mean, to score you got to shoot, but
yeah,
just try to look for the extra pass, I guess.
And another little kink that we may see with the Bryan side is we may not see Ava Zimmerman the second half, right? She plays some varsity minutes, and so, you know this well too because you're on both sides sometimes. You only get 6 quarters a night. And so the varsity game plays right after this, so if they want Zimmerman for that game, they may not play her at all the second half, and she's their leading scorer. So
yeah, and people may question, like, oh, why are you playing her JV? It's a risk to get her hurt. But the player also can't develop. There's no such thing, or I shouldn't say that there's no such thing, but there's nothing quite like a game. I mean, you can practice all week. You can go against scout team. You can go against the JV in practice, or varsity in practice, whatever. But there's nothing quite like a game. That's where the players develop. So having done it myself, it actually helps the player a lot. Gets your confidence up. And then if you go in the varsity game, I mean, a lot more confidence. I mean, you just played sometimes 2, 3, even 4 quarters necessarily. So, I mean, I think it's a great thing.
yeah, it's gonna be tough for the Lady Bears. They're gonna have to find someone else to rely on. Like we said, Zimmerman has 5 of their points, or 6 of their points, sorry, and everybody else only has 2. So they're definitely gonna have to look for someone else to lean on. It looks like we'll be seeing some more of Maya Langham and a little bit more of Gabby Mossberg. And
yeah, the next person, I mean, the next lady's gonna have to step up.
Definitely. And with the Apaches here, I think they just got to find their groove offensively, right? Well, like I said, they were 3 for 11 shooting, but they had a lot of good opportunities. They got a lot of offensive boards. They just didn't really capitalize on. They only had 1 second chance basket, and that's really gonna hurt you there.
Yeah, I mean, keep getting offensive rebounds. If you get it back out, start the offense again, or run the offense.
Yeah, you can definitely tell their coach is trying to slow the game down, calling the plays. You got one named Fairview, which is a pretty creative name if you ask me. But yeah, so it'll be interesting what Coach Valderez and
look at that Chet,
our boy. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Valderez and Coach Kimmy have to say in this, and see how some adjustments we'll see.
We're in for a treat here in the second half. The main stop scoreboard reads Bryan 14, Fairview 9. Let's get this underway. It should be Fairview's ball, I believe.
I'm not near as good as keeping track of possession as Landon is, so.
Well, I got a better view at the table.
Yeah, you got the arrow for you. Yeah, so Fairview will take the ball in. And it looks like Bryan's just going to start off man-to-man like they had been.
Yep, keep the pressure up. Yep. Try to speed them up. It's been working.
You can see Piper Hanna already putting the pressure on. I think that's going to be a big key in the second half.
Inbound pass to Hall. Hall will dribble it across the timeline. Passes it to Kuhlman on the left. Hits the cutter. Not quite sure who that was. Mavis with a shot and the miss. And it'll be a jump ball, so it'll go to the Lady Bears.
A lot of jump balls, but it's good. You're getting that rebound. I mean, they're not trying to let them get that offensive rebound. So good initiative already from the Bears.
Now we got some press from the Fairview out of the half. Mossberg will bring it up, passes it to Langham.
Good job there by Bryan breaking that press.
Langham drives left, kick out to Mason, to Hanna. Hanna will drive, and she just loses the control of it, and it'll be a jump ball.
Yeah, it looked like she was just driving the hole, lost a little bit of control of it, and it bounced around in there a little bit.
Yeah,
kind of looked a little bit
like
ping
she was
pong
going for a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked a little bit of ping ball-y, but ended up becoming a jump ball. Looked like a double dribble there. Yep.
Good call, attaboy. You're on it.
Yeah. So that's turnover.
I mean, that's just an uncostly turnover.
Yeah, another one. It was just taking the ball if there was not much pressure, and not one you want to have.
Langham will take the ball out of bounds.
Ref must have told a joke. Everybody over there is laughing.
Passes it Theo back to Langham on the left wing. She'll pass it to Mossberg. Mossberg to Mason. A little weave action here by the Lady Bears.
Yeah,
passes it to Langham. Langham gets fouled, attacking the baseline.
Yeah, that'll be on the floor. I like this little weave action, right? It gives the Lady Bears an option. They can either take the lane to drive, or they can kick it out to the three-point line if it gets open. But it's important that they keep it moving because you want to get the Fairview defenders moving.
Samantha Kuhlman picks up her first foul, first of the quarter. Passes it to Hannah. Hannah on the left side dribbles and gets blocked by Mavis, but we come up with it. Pass it to Langham. She thought about shooting that.
Good job by Mackenzie Mason to get the offensive board there to keep the Lady Bears in this drive.
Pass stolen by Mavis. Kaufman will bring it up. Kaufman to Kuhlman. Kuhlman gets double, finds Kaufman, and is up and is good. What a pass by Kuhlman to find Kaufman.
Good find by Kuhlman there. Kaufman did a good job of passing and driving to the hole, got there, and that's just basketball at its finest right there. That's just...
Mason gets out of the trap, passes it to Langham with the shot, and is up and is no good. And it'll be a jump ball, so it'll stay here with the Lady Bears.
Yeah, Langham, it was a good wide open shot, just wasn't able to get it to fall.
And that's what you want. You want open looks. I mean, they're not all going to fall, but
especially with how tough this defense has been. If you can open shot,
comes back to Langham. Langham for three, nothing but net.
Good shot.
3-point from the right corner by Maya Langham. Good shot in rhythm there.
Yep, exactly how you want it. Those are her first 3 points of the game.
Zedike passed to Kaufman on the corner. Kaufman almost had Zedike as she was cutting through, but it'll stay here.
Yeah, Piper Hand did a good job to just run in there, get her hand on the ball, keep it here.
Pass inbounds goes to Kuhlman. Kuhlman passes it down low to Mavis. Mavis' shot is up and no good, but she grabs her own rebound, shoots it again, and misses out of bounds. I believe it'll be the Lady Bears ball.
Mavis did a good job there. She got her own board. She just kind of had a rough shot. I think I know they teach you to get your own board, just put it right back up, but.
It was deflected by Zedike, and Mossberg tried to catch it while she was out of bounds, so it'll go back to Fairview.
Second turnover for the Lady Bears already, and that one's just a bit unfortunate, but.
Zedike's pass to Mavis. Kuhlman's shot is up and is no good. Rebounded by Langham. Langham will dribble the ball.
Almost loses it, but does a good job to keep it.
Loses it to Thiel. Thiel to Hannah. Hannah's drive. Shot is up, and it is good.
Good drive there by Hannah. Good floater. That was great.
Kuhlman dribbles it, and it's a jump ball, so it'll stay here with the Apaches.
Was that Mossberg on the ground there?
I think so, yeah.
Mossberg did a good job getting in there with Kaufman, I think, or Zedike, whoever it was.
Claire Struble will check into the game for Amaya Langham. Pass to Mavis. Mavis then to Kaufman. Back to Kuhlman for three. Off the side of the backboard. No good, but it's rebounded by the Apaches. Once again, another rebound.
Yep, that's their second offensive board already. Let's see if they can get some points out of it.
Pass to Kaufman. Kaufman dribbles on the left to Hall. Hall then to Kuhlman.
Good screen there.
Kuhlman gets a screen. Fumbles it, finds Zedike. Zedike then to Mavis, back to Zedike. Zedike drives, finds Kuhlman. Her shot is up, and it is no good. But once again, rebounded by the Apaches. Up to Mavis, no good. But another rebound. Another one, that is four.
That was 4 offensive rebounds in one drive by the Apaches, and ended up getting in the point because the Lady Bears just did not box out or get rebounds.
Mossberg tried to go to Thiel, tipped away. Struble has it, and it'll be a jump ball. It'll stay here with the Lady Bears. Yeah, like we talked over the half, I mean, second to third, that was, I think, fourth.
Yeah, that was counting, counting that first shot that they got the rebound for. That was the 4th opportunity they had. Good job by Mavis getting those boards for a team, and then putting one back up and in.
Number 5, Emmy Miller checks into the game. Pass to Hannah on the wing, then to Kelsey, or Thiel. Thiel to Mossberg. She'll dribble drive. shot up, and it is no good. Looked like a bit of a forced shot.
Rebound by Fairview, but they turned the ball over.
To Thiel. Thiel's layup's up, and it is good.
Yeah, so Fairview got the ball there, and then they turned it right back over to Bryan for a wide open layup for Thiel.
Coleman dribbles it across, passes it to Hall. Hall to Kaufman. Kaufman dribble drives to Panico. Kaufman's shot is up, and it is no good. And it'll go to the Lady Bears.
And Mossberg's defense is really tough. You can see she's kind of been a little bit physical, being tough, and that was a little bit too tough there for Kaufman as she misses the shot.
Timeout by the Apaches, and we'll take one with them. We'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Welcome back to the Golden Bear Sports Network. That timeout was sponsored by Bryan Ford Lincoln, where good values meet a good deal. Not quite sure. I think it's Fairview. Nope, it'll be Bryan's ball coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, Bryan's ball. We got 2:43 on the main stop scoreboard, 21-13. Good job there by, I think that was
Hall.
Hull did a great job there of just reaching in and getting her hand in there. Good defense by her. She's been great all day.
Good job reading the pass. In for the Bears. Check in is Taylor Dominic and Amaya Langham. Langham gets double teams and travels, so she'll give it back to the Apaches.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of contact there before, but they've been letting them play all day, so, I mean, I totally understand why they call that a travel. They've been letting them play. And I can't blame them for that.
Passing to Mavis. Mavis' shot is up, and it is no good.
Another offensive board for the Apaches.
As the Bears tried to save it, but pass it to Fairview on that one. Coleman gets trapped on the left corner, and she traveled. So it'll go to the Lady Bears.
I mean, once again, this Fairview.
No, I think
no, Mossberg. Yeah, Mossberg was the
they
travel.
called jump ball.
Oh, jump ball. I know. I think they called the travel on Mossberg.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good eyes there.
Yeah.
Piper Hannah checks in the game for the Lady Bears, replacing Emmy Miller. Panico will take the ball out of bounds for the Apaches. Good. She finds Mavis. Mavis to Kaufman. Kaufman to Hall. Hall quickly to Coleman inside to Panico, where Taylor Dominic strips it away.
Good job there by Taylor Dominic getting her hands on that ball and keeping it to herself.
Langham just mishandled it, and it'll be a jump ball. It'll go to the Apaches.
Fairview has been really good this half at just getting in on the Bryan Lady Bears as they're dribbling, getting their hands on the ball and knocking it loose.
They've upped the pressure for sure.
Yeah.
Coleman across the timeline. Pass to Kaufman. Kaufman then passes it to Hall, but she was fouled first by Gabby Mossberg.
Like I said, Gabby Mossberg likes to play really physical defense, right? And they've been letting her play for the most part, but just a little bit too much on a shove there, and they're going to call it.
That is her team's first of the quarter.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of fouls unlike the first game we called.
Yeah.
There's been much cleaner defense, or they're just letting them play more.
Panico drives, finds Mavis, but it is stolen away. I think
Hannah got that first time.
Mossberg's pass to Struble goes off her knee, and it'll go to the Apaches. Once again, just a careless turnover.
Yeah, and that was a good build-up play. Like tipped from Hannah. Taylor got it. We'll see how that plays out.
It'll be timeout Lady Bears as kind of a shuffle for the ball.
Yeah.
And then Bryan got it.
Like I was saying, Hannah gets a hand on the ball. Taylor gets it, throws it up to Mossberg, and then Mossberg tries to throw it down in the paint to, I think it was
Langham, I believe.
Langham, and just hits off her hands, and probably could have slowed it down a little bit and maybe scored that there, but unfortunately, turnover, and it's back to, I mean, they got lucky to get the ball back. And I just want to say another huge thing. I know I said it in the first quarter too, but 6 offensive rebounds for the Apaches. Bryan only has 1. And rebounding, Fairview is totally out rebounding. They're just unlucky their shots haven't fallen.
Yeah, it always helps when you get a second, even a third chance at it. I mean, it's always good.
I mean, we saw it on that one drive. They got 4 chances and finally put it away. Now these ladies are playing for a chance to play in the championship tomorrow. The winner of this game will play Montpelier at 4:15. The loser will play in the consolation game against Hilltop at 3 o'clock.
Mossberg takes it out, trying to find someone, finds Hannah on the left wing. Hannah's drive is up, and her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Zedike. Zedike's pass to Panico.
Lady Bears have only been able to find 1 2-pointer to fall this entire half.
Zedike brings it up. Dribble drives on the right, finds Panico, but she traveled first.
Yep, she tried to wait a little bit too long on that pass because she was trying to get past Claire there. Wasn't able to do it.
Tried to split the defenders and just traveled.
Yep, just a little bit timing thing, a little too late.
Mossberg finds Hannah, but she got bumped as she was receiving the pass by Coleman. That is her third, team's second of the quarter.
Fairview's definitely trying to put the pressure on, right? They can see, hey, we're down 8. We only got a quarter and an extra minute left. We got to start putting some pressure on the Lady Bears, start getting some points going. So another more of a press here.
Yep, back to Hannah. She gets triple teamed, but finds Langham. We have numbers 5-on-4, finds, who is that?
Mossberg rips.
Oh, Mossberg, yep. Drives right, and her shot is up, but it got tipped.
And you can see right there, that's the problem with trying to triple team, right? They got the triple team right, and if they can get her trapped, that's perfect, but they weren't able to, and then you have the number game, an extra player on your side.
Hannah on the right wing, dribbles, her shot is up, and it is no good off the back of the rebound by Dominic, and she got fouled. That was a great crash on the board and rebound by Taylor Dominic.
Yeah, great job by Taylor Dominic, sealing the rebound, getting the board, and then wrapping her arms around it and getting fouled on the shot.
This is a Welling Construction free throw. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 409-636-3712.
Dominic was able to get the first one to fall as
her second is on the way.
As Kaufman gets subbed out of the game.
In comes Retcher. Her second one is up and is no good. Loose ball, and it'll be a jump ball, so it'll stay here with the Lady Bears. Retcher had it in her hands, just fumbled it. We were able to get on top of it. Kelsey Thiel will check in for the game, into the game for Claire Struble. Langham takes the ball out of bounds. Passes it to Dominic. Dominic then to Thiel on the right wing, finds Miller. Miller to Langham. She thought about it, but drives instead off Thiel's knees and into Fairview's hands.
Good trap here in the corner.
Good trap, yep. Retcher with the ball. Passes it to Coleman. 35 seconds left on the main stop scoreboard.
Something this Fairview team cannot do is dribble themselves into the corner and then pick up their dribble. That's what they've been doing a lot, and they've been getting trapped there. They can't be doing that.
A little high-low action. Mavis's pass is good to Retcher for 2.
Finally gets one to fall there. It's only their second make this quarter.
Here comes the run and jump by the Apaches. Miller's getting double teamed.
Good defense there at the end by Fairview to double team Miller.
That is the end of the third quarter. We'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Welcome back to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Landon Bassett alongside Don Malanga. The main stop scoreboard reads Bryan 22, the Apaches 15 at the start of the fourth quarter.
And it's gonna be good. It's only a 7-point game. Very gritty defense, and it's gonna be hard. It's been hard for both these teams to score. But if Fairview can start to get some of their shots to fall, I mean, they've taken a lot of shots and then get a couple more to fall, they're right back in this game.
The Apaches will have the ball at the start of the fourth quarter. Panico tries to find Mavis, but is stolen away quickly across the timeline. Langham's three is up, and it is good. Amaya Langham with the three. She has 6 on the night. Steal by Kelsey Thiel as she'll dribble it across. She finds Hannah. Hannah's layups up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Panico. Panico to Hall. Hall then to Coleman.
And you know, right before this, I was about to say Fairview has done a lot better job of keeping hold of the ball, but their last 2 possessions, they've turned the ball over twice. So
a tripping foul by Thiel. That'll be her first.
So yeah, they definitely are not going to win this game if they keep turning the ball over like that. They got to keep secure like the ball like they did in the third quarter, and they got to start scoring some points. This is a 10-point deficit now.
For the Lady Bears, Gabby Mossberg checks into the game. Stolen away by Thiel, but it'll be a jump ball, I believe, and it'll go to the Lady Bears.
Another turnover here for Fairview. That's last 3 drives, 3 turnovers. Can't happen if you're trying to win a ball game down 10.
And Fairview keeps the pressure.
Yep. They're going to have to now, right? They got a 10-point deficit. They got to score 10 more than Bryan does, obviously, so.
Hannah gets the ball. Tries to split 2 defenders, but ends up getting fouled by Kaufman.
Yeah, Kaufman was not happy about that foul. She does not think she fouled her. But
that is Kenna Kaufman's 3rd foul. Mossberg will inbound it. Finds Langham. Langham gets double teamed immediately. And an offensive foul on Langham.
Yeah, they're going to call the charge. And that's
not quite sure, maybe an elbow.
Yeah, I think she's just ripping through too hard. And
which happens if you're trying to rip through. That's not a bad foul. That is only her 2nd. Panico brings it up across the timeline, finds Kaufman, nearly an over the back, but got tipped by Mossberg. Kaufman dribbles into a double team, but finds Hall.
You know, Fairview's getting dangerously close with these passes, trying to put them too close to the timeline.
Hall shot it up, no good. Rebounded by Hannah. Hannah gets double teamed. Pass finds Langham. Langham then to Mason. Mossberg drives on the right wing. Tries to pass it to Thiel, but it got deflected. Last touch, Bryan.
I think one of the reasons this game is so low scoring is the fact that nobody's been able to really make 3-pointers. I mean, the Lady Bears they're only 2 for 13 or 2 for 14 on 3-pointers, and Fairview has not made very many either.
Kaufman's layup is up but no good, but she got fouled. She'll go to the Welling Construction free throw line.
Yeah, and Fairview's only 1 for 11 on 3-pointers. So, I mean, it's really hard to space out the floor when you can't make your threes, and that's why everybody's trying to drive to the hole like Kaufman just did there.
Her first free throw's up, and it is nothing but net. The main stop scoreboard reads Bryan 25, Fairview 16.
And that's Fairview's first free throw of this second half. Good make there by Kaufman.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to go to the free throw line or try to draw more fouls here. Her second one is as good as well. Hannah gets the ball across the timeline, found Struble. Struble shot it up, no good, but it's rebounded by the Apaches, Panico. Panico finds Mavis, and Hall brings it up, finds Kaufman. Kaufman gets double teamed, but finds Mavis.
Good job to slow the game down. They were going really fast.
They knew they didn't have an open look, slow it down. Kaufman's shot is up and it is no good. Rebounded by Thiel to Hannah.
Finally, Bryan's getting some defensive boards. Exactly
Hannah
what they
picks
need.
it up. And timeout, Lady Bears. Good timeout there by Coach Delaney Valderez. I'm used to saying Miley.
Yeah, good timeout there. Hannah didn't really have much room to go with, so good job by her to get there.
Full timeout by the Lady Bears, but we will stay here. Keep up with all your Bryan sports action by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Get notified when we go on air for each game too. Head to youtube.com/Bryan Sports and hit the subscribe button.
All right, Fairview has got some work to do, right? Down 8. How much time? I'm not really sure how much time. I think it's
4 minutes, maybe?
4 minutes, yeah.
Something like that.
So they got 4 minutes.
3 maybe.
Which is more than enough time, but they got to start scoring, right?
They got to keep the pressure up. They're in a run and jump here. Almost looks like it's kind of just a double, but
the only points they've scored this half is they scored 4 early in the third quarter, and then they haven't scored since, other than 2 free throws made by Kenna Kaufman. So they definitely need to get their scoring going. There hasn't been much to fall for them, so.
You've seen Kaufman for the Apaches has done a lot of driving, and not necessarily, if she doesn't make it, but she draws a foul and goes to the free throw line.
And yeah, and if that's what they need to do, they can do that too. There's also been some people open in the corners for a kick that she's looked for too. She's doing a lot for the Apaches right now.
3:44 left in the game.
Yeah, hopefully some other Apaches can step up and do some more there.
Mason throws it, but it's intercepted, but she grabs it back. Off of Fairview, will go to the Lady Bears.
Yeah, somehow that stays with Bryan. Mackenzie Mason did a great job there of keeping that ball.
Almost looked like a wide receiver. Hannah will bring it up. Is getting trapped. She'll find Thiel. Thiel in the post, kicks out to Langham. Langham's 3 is up, and it is no good. But Mason kicks it back into Thiel. Langham will try again from 3. Cash.
You know, Langham's been great all night from the three-point line. She missed that first shot, but good confidence to keep shooting there.
Quickly ahead, Kaufman's pass to Mavis, and her shot is up, no good. And it'll go to the Lady Bears.
But yeah, if you're in that spot and you're one of the best three-point shooters on your team, you can't let one miss stop you from shooting, right? She does a good job. Keep her confidence, don't hang her head, and make that second one.
Mason passes it into Hannah, back to Mason. She's getting doubled, but finds Hannah. Hannah to Mason across the timeline, pass to Struble. She passes it to Hannah. Hannah's deep 3 is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Claire Struble. Back to Hannah. Hannah drives and gets fouled.
Lady Bears have been doing a lot better job of getting their offensive boards. That's 4 this half. Compared to last half only having 1, so definitely a better improvement. I'm sure it was something they talked about in the locker room.
That is Kaufman's 4th foul, so something to be aware of with 2:50 left.
Yeah, Kenna Kaufman's their leading scorer right now with 7, and she's probably one of their best players, if not their best player. They got to be careful. They got to be careful with her, and it looks like they might sub someone in for her, and they will.
Subbing in Zedike. Get her a little breather. She'll be back in probably soon.
Especially down this much, you can't afford benching your best player for that long.
Hannah's first was no good. Her second on the Welling Construction free throw is up, in and out. Rebounded by the Apaches. Pullman dribbles it across the timeline, tried to split 2 defenders, stolen away by Langham into Struble's hands, and we got a foul.
Another turnover here by the Apaches. That's their 6th one this quarter. You got to keep control of the ball if you're going to try to come back from this.
Samantha Kuhlman just picked up her 3rd personal. Thiel will take the ball out of bounds.
Bryan's trying to run a play here to break the zone.
Finds Langham. Langham immediately gets doubled, turns it over. Smart play there by Hall as she was down and started dribbling so she could stand back up. Panico's three is up, and it is good.
And that's the first three for this half since the first quarter for the Apaches. So maybe that's a new way to score for them if they can find that again.
Just like that, we got an 8-point game on the main stop scoreboard. Thiel has it, kicks to Hannah. Hannah's three is up, and it is no good, but rebound by Langham. Good rebound there. Langham throws it up, and it is good. Gets a rebound and gets her own shot. Just like that, the Bears stretch it to 10. Dietsch dribbles across the timeline, looking for somebody, finds Hall. Hall will drive on the right side, throws up a shot, and it is no good. Rebound by Panico. Panico's shot is no good, rebounded by Thiel. Thiel's pass to Hannah and then back to Thiel. Thiel will find Langham on the front court right front court. Her pass to Aaliyah Schilling, who just checked into the game. Hannah's drive finds Struble. Her shot is up, and it is good.
Great find there by Piper Hannah, getting the wide open Struble for the easy bucket.
Realized Struble's defender went to her, so found the open player. Hall drives and misses. Panico with another rebound, finds Hull again. Her shot's no good. Panico with another rebound. It's up and is no good. A jump ball, it'll stay here. Panico has had 4 or 5, I want to say, rebounds in the past couple of possessions.
Yeah, another I feel like we've been saying this all game, but Fairview's just doing a great job of getting their offensive boards, and maybe part of that is because they aren't making their shots, but at least keeping them in the game a little bit with only a minute and 4 left on the main stop scoreboard.
Coleman has it, passes it to Dietsch. Dietsch to Wood, who just checked in. Back to Mavis. It's stolen away by Langham. Langham's breakaway layup is up, and it is no good. Good defense there by Hall. Hannah saves it on the right front court. Passes it to Langham. Langham to Mossberg. Mossberg drives right, passes it to Langham. To Blevins, who just as well checked into the game. Langham's pass to Hannah. I think they're just trying to dribble this one out.
Yep, it looks like they're going to try to dribble out. Fairview might try to foul here. Mossberg's going to shoot.
Mossberg shots up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Fairview.
She might be getting a little bit from coach in the locker room after that one.
A double team. Hall passes it to Coleman. Her shot is up, and she baked it in. What a way to end the game.
Is this the dagger?
The main stop scoreboard reads Bryan 32, Fairview 23. Both teams will be back in action tomorrow.
We're going to take a break.
We'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Going back to Golden Bear Sports Network as we have a final here in the final JV game as Bryan took this one. They'll be back in action tomorrow.
Yeah, the final score ended up being 32 Bryan, 23 Fairview. Let's just get some real quick stats. A good first half there by Ava Zimmerman. She did a good job. She had 6. Amaya Langham did a great job in that second half, scoring 9. Another thing from Fairview, Kenna Kaufman had 7, and Panico had 3. And Retcher had 4. A lot of turnovers by the Apaches, but a lot of good offensive rebounding. They just couldn't get some of their shots to fall.
I had a blast calling this one. We'd like to thank our crew, Director Tony Malanga, VHS Athletics, Nathan Keel, and Teresa Cruzmal. On the camera was Gabby Malanga, and producer of GBSN is Chris Malanga. Coming up is the final game of the night between the Fairview Apaches and your Bryan Lady Bears. One final time for all of us at Golden Bear Sports Network with Landon Bassett. With Don Malanga, I'm Landon Bassett. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.